right, guys, seafood quesadillas. We got the lobster and the shrimp with some elotes. Let's see what I got going on, y'all. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What's going on, family? Welcome back to another episode with Big Papa Eats. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to all the new family members that have liked, subscribed to the channel, follow me on the Facebook page at Big Papa Eats. Thank you all. It means a lot to me. A few months ago, I was nervous about starting the channel, but you guys really built me up. Welcome to the family. Today, we making seafood quesadillas, authentic meat. We using lobster and shrimp. Let's get right into it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I love y'all. Let's do this. All right, family. Here's the ingredients that we're about to be using today. I'm going to make a sauce for the quesadillas as well. That's what I'm going to do first. I'll leave the exact ingredients that I use in the description section. Stay tuned. All right, family. So we're going to start off by making the sauce that we're going to use for our quesadillas. I'm going to start off with a half a cup of mayo. And then for the ingredients, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of paprika, a half a teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 2 teaspoons of ground cumin. So once we have all of our seasoning added to the mayo, we're going to go ahead and add in some jalapenos and some jalapeno juice as well. If you don't like spicy food, I recommend just skipping it or going light with it. Now that we have everything inside of our mayo, we're going to go ahead and give it a good stir, and we're going to just mix, and it's going to become a nice red color, just like this. All right, so now we got the homemade sauce out the way. Let's go ahead and get these vegetables chopped up. We're gonna use a half a cup of red bell pepper, a half of a cup of green bell pepper, and a half of a cup of a white onion. All right, family, now that we got everything all chopped up, our red bell pepper, our green bell pepper, and our white onion, we're gonna go ahead, take the shells off our shrimp and wash them up and do the same thing with our lobster tails. All right, so now that I have my shrimp all peeled and deveined and washed, I'm gonna get started on my lobster tails and get the meat taken out of those. With the shrimp, you always wanna make sure that those things are cleaned well. You don't want any veins in your shrimp. All right, guys, now that we got that process over with of deshelling and washing up our shrimp and our lobster tail, we chopped up the lobster tail because we're gonna put it inside of a quesadilla, but I'm not chopping up the shrimp. We can go ahead, get everything sauteed up inside of the wok. I'll tell you the ingredients that I'm using right here as we go along. All right, guys, so before we saute up the bell peppers and the onions, we're gonna go ahead and put our shrimp and our lobster tails into a bowl, and we're gonna add in our seasonings. And we're going to give it a good toss around and coat it up. So we're gonna add some paprika, some oregano, some cumin, some onion powder, garlic powder. I'll leave everything in the description. So we're gonna give it a good toss around and make sure it's nice, everything is nicely coated. Get that seasoning all around. We're gonna put some oil inside of the wok. We're gonna get this lobster tails and shrimp cooked up. All right, guys, now that we got our lobster tail and our shrimp all coated up evenly, we're gonna go ahead and saute up the onion, our bell peppers, give it a quick toss around inside the wok. All right. I'm not gonna lie, it smells good already, though, honey. Go ahead, give some toss around. Like so. Got a casualty. So we're gonna let these cook until they're translucent. The smell is amazing. All right, guys, so once we saute up the vegetables, we're gonna go ahead and add in the shrimp and the lobster tail. Let all of that good old seasoning and vegetables cook down together. All right, everything is cooking up nice. Smells amazing. The lobster tail, the shrimp, all these seasonings coming together. It's a beautiful thing. At first, I was gonna do these quesadillas on a skillet inside the house, but the big papa in me told me to go outside and fire up that grill, so that's exactly what I did. I'm gonna put the quesadillas on the grill, but first starting off with the shell, I'm gonna put the cheese on one side, lid it, and let that melt down. All right, so once you get that cheese melted down a little bit, you're gonna go ahead, add in your lobster tail and your shrimp. You're also going to put on the homemade sauce that we made. And then we're gonna add some more cheese to the top to top it off. Fold it over, let it get golden brown, and you're good to go, baby. All right, family. Here we have the seafood quesadillas with our lobster and our shrimp. I went ahead and made me some elotes too, by the way. What else will go great with some quesadillas? Check this out, guys. Look at the inside of that quesadilla with the homemade sauce that we made. This smells amazing, by the way. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you make this one, tag me in it. I love you all. Thank you for subscribing. Big Papa Eats. I'm out.